Our final score in 9 is Oakland, the Golden Grizzlies 6, and the Kansas Jayhawks 3.
Because we weren't ready. We will play the guys who are ready to play. We will put the pitchers in that are ready to pitch. We will put the guys on the field that are ready to compete. This season, it was full of ups and downs, and we had some great stretches and then some where we really struggled. And the non-conference schedule was good, challenging. We had a long road trip down south that did not go well. But during the course of that week, in many, many ways, was probably the best thing that could have happened to us. And I actually left that trip knowing, hey, we are in a spot where we're trending in the right way and moving in the right direction as we head into conference.
You know, in a perfect world, yes, we would love to have no losses at the end of the year, but it's just never happened. So yes, it was, hey, we are going to face adversity at some point. How do you respond? How do you battle back from that? How do you get ready for the next game?
We talked about it a lot. You know, guys, we need to play at a high caliber every day, and just didn't always work out the way we wanted to there at times last year. But we had some really key wins, but we had some bad losses that keep you up at night as a coach as well.
I don't remember Fitz ever preaching that there'd be ups and downs per se. I just remember he said we were going to be doing something that was really, really hard, and it was going to be a full team effort, and it was going to take everybody.
But even though there was a low spot, they were able to get out of that low spot, which included a tough series against TCU, and then they beat, I think, Creighton in a midweek, and then they go sweep Baylor, beat, I think, Missouri State in a midweek, and then go win a series at West Virginia. I mean, it showed that a first-year head coach, you can go through some stumbles in the early parts of a year, but as long as you're having those teaching moments and building forward, you can go on a run like they showed, which I think shows the potential of this program under Dan Fitzgerald.
The new head coach of KU baseball, Dan Fitzgerald, his team making their home debut today. Welcome to the home opener at Hoagland Ballpark for the Jayhawks. Gets a hold of that one. Get out of here, ball!
We spent a lot of time on the road to start the season, getting home, being able to sleep in your own bed, for hitters being able to come in before BP and get their cage routines in, being able to have a consistent routine when they get here before a game it's important for our guys to be able to do that. And then we've got great fans, so being able to play in front of our fans and the energy that we had at home was awesome.
One thing that we wanted to do was give the town of Lawrence something they wanted to watch, and a product on the field that they like. So having as much success at home as we did, and to open it up 5-0, there's a sense of pride that we're building something, building a product that people can look at the University of Kansas baseball program and like what they see out there.
Only thing that matters for the next 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever it takes to win this thing, is that we have complete and total focus on the task at hand. But team's what matters tonight. That's it. Team. Okay? Best team wins. We are the best team. There's no doubt in my mind.
The series win at West Virginia was a surprise for me. I think the way the season was going, they had some success against Baylor and in some midweeks, but West Virginia is a team that went on to go to NCAA Regional. This team isn't just one that can do it at home, but it can go on the road, play a Big 12 contender, and come away with a win in just the first initial months of Fitzgerald's first season.
From Morgantown, West Virginia in Wagner Field, game one of a Big 12 weekend series between the University of Kansas and West Virginia University.
Same day, different day.
Drive to left field, 1-0 Kansas. Runner going, fly ball. 2-run homer for Chase Jans, and Kansas has a 3-0 lead on the top of the second inning. Three consecutive strikeouts recorded by Baumgartner. Three straight doubles for West Virginia, and the Kansas lead is 4-2. West Virginia bottom of the fifth and headed to promise. Now to the ninth, Kansas 4, West Virginia
on the road to West Virginia, which was an incredibly tough place to play. Friday night, great environment, hostile. You feel like their fans are literally inside your dugout. I think a couple of them were literally trying to get inside our dugout at one point. But and we take 2 or 3 there, so feeling really good about the direction. There was just a belief, like we went into every game at that point knowing, okay, we're going to face adversity. We know how we're going to respond. How do we put pressure back on them?
I think that was a moment for us where you can go, hey, we can beat anybody in the country. And as a coach, that's what you hope your guys get to feel. It's like, we can beat anyone.
So here in Arlington, the new home of the Big 12 Baseball Championships, Globe Life Field, all the Big 12 programs descending upon the Metroplex for the next 5 days.
He'll pull this one to the left field, a base hit. Kazuski will come around to score, and KU has a 2-0 lead. Ballpark out there just seems to have been a good rhythm in this ballgame. Will not fall in there. Terrific diving catch in left field by Chase Jans.
Jansen Reeder, 2 outs now, bases loaded.
Runners going to 3-2. Reeder drives one out toward right field. That's hit well. Dylan Campbell moving back, and that is gone. Grand salami time. Jansen Reeder, 6-2 Kansas. 3-2, a swing and a miss, and KU has just upset the Texas Longhorns.
I think big reason why it was so big, it was on the national stage. Everybody, it was on ESPN, everybody was watching it, and it was an unbelievable game from first pitch to the last, and it was just dramatic, with Jansen Reeder hitting, the grand slam with full count, 2 outs, scenario we all have growing up, playing in the backyard, and to just do it on the national stage was really important and really helpful in recruiting.
And when we played Texas in the Big 12 tournament, our expectation was to win. I know our guys felt like, hey, we can go in there and we can beat these guys, and they had their guy on the mound, which we had some success against him. So I think there was a lot of confidence in our guys to go, hey, we can go out here and beat them when we expected to.
Smashes this one to left. Will the ballpark keep it in? It will not. It's out of here.
It's been a long time since KU's had the Big 12 Freshman of the Year. The Big 12 is a big-time conference, and so when you have that guy on your roster, not just in general, but as a freshman at the beginning of a rebuild, as somebody who can sort of be the centerpiece of that process.
Ropes this one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. It's an RBI double for Jansen Reeder.
If we walk down to the batting cages right now, there's I'd probably put a 90% chance that Shoj and Reeder are hitting. We talked all year, and we talk as a program all the time about you just reap what you sow. And those guys have sown nothing but hard work, grit, determination, and a real high level ability to just never stop working. And then, what do they reap from that? Well, a ton of success, and the accolades come with that.
It shows that there is a pathway to success for these future recruits. This is what it can look like if you trust the process, stick to it, and put your effort in more so than maybe you thought possible in the past.
We have real players here. We have big-time talent here. You can come join us. That's the recruiting pitch. Come join guys like this, and come play with Kansas, and come be a part of this, because we're moving up. And they've shown that in 1 year already. It's pretty remarkable. It shows Coach Fitzgerald's ability to find those guys and then develop them.
Anyone surprised? No. 0. Hey, recover, we get to do it again tomorrow. You go on a climb the first, 75% of the trip. It's tough, but there's an actual trail there. And then once you get to a certain spot, you're going off the trail and you're cutting the path.
The biggest focal point for us this fall was competition, getting guys to compete at an extremely high level every day in everything that we do.
We have every piece and intangible and talent that you need to be the best team we can be.